Sunday at noon.
And you're watching The Red Booth Show. Hi, Mom.
Hi, welcome to The Red Booth Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Q. On tonight's episode, I have the band Sunday at Noon that's on tour, and they stopped by the booth to talk to us about their new album. And also, they're going to be playing live for us tonight. So come and join the show. So hey guys, welcome to The Red Booth Show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Hey, well, it's a long journey, you know.
Yeah, you just came out from Arizona, right?
We did, yeah. We are here from Arizona.
That's cool, and I heard that this is the beginning of your tour, that you're just starting and just played your first gig last night.
Yep. It's our Bleed Glitter tour, and we're celebrating the release of our new album, Beat Up and Bitter.
That is this one, right?
Yeah. Yes. That one right there.
We'll do a little insert. This is their new album, and go ahead. You want to talk
This is our new album. It's got us 4 dudes on the front of it, and we're looking pretty good, so that's one reason to buy it. Another reason to buy it is it has songs on it. It's got 11 songs on it. So if you like music and if you like 11 songs, this is the album you want, because you're not getting another album like that.
Perfect number of songs, right?
So this is the CD, if you can see it.
And where do people buy it from? Do you sell it on your website?
We sell it on our website. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon Music, really anywhere you listen to music.
But it's better if they buy it off you directly, right?
Yes.
SundayAtNoon.com?
SundayAtNoonBand.com.
Band.com. SundayAtNoonBand.com.
Yeah, just so people know. It's not the day and time. It's a band.
That's right. They're like, when's the band coming? Sunday at noon?
Yeah, when we first started, that was like always the joke.
It still is the
when
joke.
we first started, yeah, it's still always the joke.
Yeah, it still is the joke.
Actually, I was wondering, how did you guys come up with the name?
Sunday at Noon?
Yeah.
This is actually a story I told the other night. So
It's really not a cool story.
I'm good at this story now. So we used to be a band called Jack and the Rippers, and we would play like these 3-hour coffee shop gigs, and we would do like John Mayer covers and like blues covers and stuff like that. And we kind of felt like the name didn't really fit with what we were doing. So we were like, okay, well, if we're gonna be like a rock band, if we're gonna be a blues band, we can't have a rock band name. So then a friend saw it on a happy hour sign, and they were like, okay, I guess, like, hey, Sunday at noon, like, what do you think? And
for happy hour?
yeah, it was like
it was
happy hour
literally
Sunday at
just
noon,
like
and
a Snapchat of the sign. And you're just like, haha, what about this band name?
yeah.
And we were like very desperate for a band name, so we were like, yeah, that sounds great. Let's use that.
So we did. And
Nice.
now it's not a good rock band name, but we love it, and we don't care.
But we're a good rock band.
But we're a good rock band.
That's all that matters.
Too late
You
to
are.
change it now.
That's right.
Yeah, it's way too late.
You are
to
a good
change it
rock
now.
band. That's right, and I'm excited because you're going to be playing on the show for
Yes.
everybody to see live, which is really
So
awesome.
we will be.
And I mean, you already have an album out, and you have some music videos up online. How many albums have you guys put out so far?
We put out one self-titled EP that's about 7 songs, and then this is our first full-length effort as a band. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it was really, really cool doing new things. So
Well, it sounds great, and you guys play amazingly live, so that's
Thank you.
awesome. How long ago
Thank
did
you.
you start the band?
about 3.5 years, probably a little over now. So it was like June of 2015, I think, is when.
It's really weird to think because Jack and I have been playing together forever, just as
Right.
brothers.
Yeah.
But
So you're brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, that's awesome. I'm sure that helps. You have a little bit of extra practice time.
oh yeah,
And we're not twins.
all
We're
the
not twins either. Everyone thinks we're twins.
Yeah.
We're not.
we're 2 years
Just
apart.
gonna say that on TV. So
So who's older?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm also cooler.
He's
So,
yeah, we'll see about that. He's like 2.5 years older than I am, so
So how did you start playing drums and he plays guitar? Like,
I have a story for that.
okay.
When Jack and I were very little, our parents exposed us to rock and roll music, and it was in
my
the form. I know. It was in the form of it was like the Van Halen best of album with like the stripes on it and all that one. And my parents.
Good choice, parents.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Well, my parents would play like Hot for Teacher when they were dropping us off for school because they thought it was funny.
Oh my god.
And sorry guys. And Jack would always air guitar, and I wanted to be like as cool as him, so I would just air drum, and then it just kind of started a thing, and we're still doing that thing.
So you would do the air guitar and he would do
Yeah.
the air drum.
I remember one time we put on a
Nice.
show for our parents in the living room. We used to live in St. Louis.
Oh,
So,
cool.
yeah.
My family's from St. Louis. Well, part of my family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But I think it was like snowing or something outside because we couldn't go outside because this wouldn't have happened if we could go outside because we were always outside. But so we're inside.
You're snowed in.
What about
And-
outside?
Yeah.
We're wearing. Well, yeah. The only reason we were inside.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
So we're inside and we're playing like "Eat the Rich" by Aerosmith is on like our sound system in our house, and I have a hockey stick, and Nate has 2 TV remotes,
Oh yeah.
and we're like.
We
Just we're murdering the
we were
set.
getting
Like
it.
we were
really getting
it was
it.
good.
They were jamming.
Yeah. Yeah, all of our
That's-
action figures came up to us after and they're like, "Good set, man."
Yeah.
So
Started it
yeah,
all right there.
started young.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's perfect. That's how it should be, right?
I think so.
Absolutely.
And so then you guys also ended up joining the band. How did that happen? Why don't you tell us your story as well?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Tell everybody your name too.
I'm Nick.
And you
That's
play
about
guitar.
it. Yeah, I play guitar.
Cool.
And before I was in this band, there was another guitar player who I was pretty good friends with, and he introduced me to these guys.
Oh, we have to take a quick break. I'm so sorry. We just got the signal. Okay, so don't forget what you were just about to say. We'll be right back with Sunday at Noon. And welcome back to the Red Booth Show. We're here with the band Sunday at Noon. So we were just hearing some of the story about how the band got together and the brothers rocking out in the living room, which was
Yeah.
cool. And then also we have the guitarist here. What was your name again?
Nick Torrey.
Nick Torrey. So you were just about to tell us how you got into the band.
Right. So about 4 years ago, I knew the first guitar player from this band, who I was pretty good friends with, and he introduced me to these guys. And I just started hanging around them, going to their shows when they were starting out. And
Did you already play music by that time?
yeah,
or-
I've been playing for about 12 years now.
Wow,
So-
cool.
But he decided to leave, and I'd known these guys a long time. They seen me play and they knew what I could do, so I was first on their call list, and of course I said yes.
Nice. So you were just waiting for the opportunity.
Right. They're my best friends, so you know,
Yeah.
it's a blast every
That's
single
awesome.
day.
It is a blast. That's right.
Well, that's the best way for bands to be able to continue is that everybody gets along well. So that's
Yeah.
very important.
That's great.
Cool. So the other guitarist left. How long was he with the band for?
He was with us since we started.
3 years?
3 years. Yeah, 3.5. Actually, no, 3 exactly.
years, yeah.
3 exactly, like to the day.
And so when did you start with them, Nick?
A
The day
couple
out.
months ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it
so
was very shortly after.
I think they called me like 3 weeks before a show. Said Dylan left. You want
Yeah.
the job?
Yeah, we have to shoot
Alright.
a music video tomorrow.
a music video the very next day.
Yeah,
Next day.
I had to move some plans
What?
around. The girlfriend wasn't very happy, but this takes precedence. So.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I've heard that kind of thing happens sometimes. You know, it's just there's nothing you can do, and you just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But it all worked out for the best. So
Yeah, right.
there you go. And were you a part of recording the new album as well?
I was not,
Okay.
but some of the stuff on there sounds like I may have.
Well, cool. Well, you're going to be touring it and playing it for everybody,
Yeah.
so that's
Right.
really cool.
Pretty much.
Awesome.
Carl,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
did you meet us?
How did we meet this, Carl?
How did I meet you guys? Gosh, that was what, like 7 or 8 years ago now?
Yeah.
I think, that was through like a church youth group. And
Yeah.
we all went out bowling and I didn't talk to anyone.
Yeah, I'm youth group Jack forever.
Yeah. And then they needed someone to play bass in the youth group band. And so I was like, yeah, I can play bass, even though I didn't really play bass. But I did, I learned, and I played, and then I've just kind of been jamming with these guys ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays the same thing for the last 8 years.
Yeah, it's the exact same song. No. Yeah, so I mean it's not very complicated, but I mean I did leave for a little while. I wasn't in Sunday Noon. I had left I was in the military for like 4 years and then I came back.
What?
And then when I
Yeah.
came back, I just joined right back up with these guys cuz they needed new bassist cuz their old bassist couldn't hack it out. So,
Yeah.
here I am.
we are.
Yeah.
Crazy. So wait, you were in the military for 4 years?
Yeah.
Wait, when did you join the military?
Right out of high school. I think I was like 18-ish.
Wow.
Yeah, going on 19.
That's an interesting difference from being a musician and being like a soldier.
Yeah, it's a pretty big difference. I would say so.
Yeah.
He was
But,
crazy with short hair.
I'm having a lot more fun now.
Do they make you cut your hair? Cause
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I've cut it since I left. Maybe I've had a few haircuts here and there, but
You're like, don't touch my hair.
yeah, I like it long.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you came back and joined back with the guys. So
Absolutely.
were you with them when they were called Jack the Rippers?
Jack and the Rippers. I was
Jack and
I
the
was there
Rippers?
at like the very end, or like I guess the very beginning of
Like
Jack and the
first
Rippers.
show,
Like first show, Jack and the Rippers, and then I left.
like the day after.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. And then like 4 years later, I
Band's
came
over,
back.
guys.
Okay, I'm out. I'm out.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna do all the hard stuff when we're like trying to get to learn to be a band. I'm just gonna like come back in 4 years. And,
I'm just gonna come back and just hop in.
Yeah, right. So I got to
Carl
skip
and I
all
ride
that.
coattails.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so I was there for a little bit, but not very much of it, and then here I am again. And I've been with you guys for how long has it been? Like
Oh man.
a year and a half, a year.
Yeah.
Almost a
yeah.
year.
About. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
been.
the
It's
Mason Music
been,
Fest
yeah,
was
I
the
think it's
first
been a
show.
year.
it's been almost a year.
Yeah.
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 That's so cool. That means you were all playing together when you were in high school, basically.
Yeah.
Doing-
I mean,
Yeah,
I
for
just
sure.
turned 21 yesterday.
That's
so
right. Happy birthday.
I spent. Thank you. I've
What a
spent.
great
And they're
birthday it
here
was.
on set the next day. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
Look
we're
at that.
awake.
That's
Look at us.
dedication.
Yeah, we
Alive.
cover up hangovers pretty well.
Give me drink water.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It kind of hit me yesterday. I was like, wow, I've spent the entirety of my music career under the age limit of most venues. So that was kinda
Now you can
funny.
finally get in.
Now, yeah, I know. I didn't get my hand X'd yesterday. Like, if you go into shows, like, they'll X your hands if you're underage.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I just walked in, I'm like, wristband, please. You never touch these hands again. Like, so
Finally.
that was liberating. That was really liberating for me.
That's awesome. And now you're on a tour, and this was your first stop here in LA.
Yes.
Where else are you guys going to be playing at?
We're going to Elko, Nevada at Great Basin College, I think it's called. And we got a few more other places. We got
Go to Utah and Wyoming.
Colorado.
Yeah,
in Colorado.
Yeah.
I just got the signal, guys. We have to take another break.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll be right back with the band Sunday at noon. Welcome back to the Red Booth Show. I'm here with the band Sunday at noon. Okay, so they're on tour and they're stopping in Los Angeles. You guys are from Phoenix, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Originally. So you all grew up in Phoenix, but I think you said you were in St. Louis before too.
Yeah, Nate and I grew up in St. Louis and moved to Arizona in like 2007.
Whoa,
So
that's a big difference.
yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
get away from the snow. Well, cool. So you're on tour now, and you have a couple more dates coming up. Do you want to let everybody know where you're going to be playing?
Yes. We're playing Great Basin College in Elko, Nevada on 9/25. Kilby Court in Salt Lake City, Utah on 9/26. The Great Untamed in Laramie, Wyoming on 9/27. Pinball Jones at Fort Collins, Colorado on 9/28. And we have our Beat Up and Bitter release show in Tempe, Arizona on the 6th of October. So
Nice.
those are all the tour dates.
So that's going to be the big release show for this album.
That's right.
Yep.
That's
Good
the
reading.
big send-off.
Well done. Well done.
Thanks.
How
Learned
did
to
you guys
read.
book all these locations? You guys have like.
Our wonderful
We have
manager.
the best
Manager.
manager in the world.
We're the best manager ever. Ever.
Her name's Amy, right?
Yep.
Amy Rogers.
Nice. That's
That's right.
awesome. That's
She
good.
kills it.
I'm glad. How'd you guys get your manager, by the way? That's an interesting thing to
Oh,
know.
okay.
Because lots of bands like need managers, right?
Yeah, we
Well, the good ones do.
yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Only the good ones.
Only the good
We
ones.
we actually our old guitar player had known he had a friend who was in a band that was managed by Amy at the time, and we were kind of talking about getting a manager because before I was doing it, and it was kind of hard to like be and like I say I was doing it, but I wasn't doing anything impressive. We were like, okay, I think it's time like we get a manager, and but like, okay, who do we know that's a manager? Like we don't know anyone, and so Dylan had known. Amy through a mutual friend. And then, so we met with Amy, and we just kind of hit it off, and we've been glued ever since.
Yep.
That's awesome. It's great to hear people getting along well with their managers and their
Yeah.
manager helping them,
Yeah.
because like I feel like that's a big part of being able to expand the band, right?
Right.
And get more venues and stuff like that. So
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
Amy's
awesome.
a ride or die. That's what we say. That's what
Nice.
the kids say. Ride or die. He's a really
Well-
good friend.
Before we have you go and play your songs, which is very exciting, I'm very much looking forward to that. I wanted to ask if you have any advice for other people out there, other kids out there that want to start, playing music and getting into a band.
Wow.
Play
I
loud.
do.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you're getting into this, don't expect anything to come from this. Do it
Yeah.
because you love it. I found when I was in high school coming up, I didn't want anything else in the world except to do this. And it's weird because the universe kind of turned its back on me and left me out to dry. But as soon as I said, you know what, I'm okay with not doing this, I found other things in life I enjoy, the things started happening for me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a backwards way of thinking of the way it works, but that's it. You have to do it because you love it, and you can't expect anything else out of it.
That's true. Play loud.
Play loud.
Play loud.
Play loud.
Hard.
Hard and fast.
Fast.
Make people listen.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Have really great songs that people can sing and dance to, and don't let anyone tell you what to do if you want to do it.
And try to look good while you're doing it too.
Yeah, try to look at because people will tell you to stop. and
Yeah,
never
wear like
stop.
bandanas and stuff like that.
Wear
Hats.
bandanas.
Yeah.
Wear
We're-
big hats and stuff.
Yeah. Big hats.
We're not as deep as Nick. We're more shallow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, I think it's super cool that you guys have been playing and you have your new album and that you're going on tour. And I'm sorry, there's so many strange noises right now.
That's okay.
I feel
No,
like my
fine.
set is haunted.
That's what happens.
There's nothing I can do about it.
That's what happens when we roll through.
Yeah.
At least we don't have a cricket.
We bring the
thunder.
We did last time.
Exactly. Bring the thunder with us.
So I was like, well, cool. So just don't expect anything of it.
That's right.
Do it
Just
for the
do
love.
it.
Play
And
hard.
do it
and
well.
Play fast.
Yeah.
And how did you start learning how to play in the beginning? Like-
Me personally,
Well,
Just by doing it and making big mistakes. And
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Yeah, really.
It's really making mistakes and just moving
yeah.
forward.
YouTube. That was a big
YouTube?
part.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
that's very
It's a
helpful.
great
It was a
resource.
pretty big role.
And did you take any music classes too?
I did. I took a couple like classical guitar, piano, and like professional guitar lessons. You know, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I was self-taught, and then I think when I turned like 13 or 14, I took like jazz lessons for like 2 years, like jazz guitar lessons. Yeah,
That's very-
I took jazz
Wow.
guitar lessons.
That's like a high difficulty level though.
Yeah.
So it's,
No, I mean I can't play jazz guitar. Like I mean I learned what I could, and the rest of it was like. But yeah, it's cool to say that I took jazz lessons.
Wow.
you
So
play rock and roll.
Wow.
I'm just a all-around good musician.
I like how you say, oh, by the time I was 13, then I started to, after I'd already self-taught myself.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
when you were 4, basically.
Yeah,
is
I
when you
just
first started.
refined the edge. To
Yeah, I decided to reinvent myself.
Yeah.
14 years old.
You needed a new chapter.
Yeah, I just needed a new season of my life.
Well, it's awesome that you guys started so young too, because it only means that you're gonna have even more practice and more skill as you get older. But I just have to say, I think it doesn't matter how old the person is, right? Like,
Exactly.
even if you're like, in your later part of your life and you feel like you want to start playing music, go ahead, right?
Isn't
You
that,
can-
isn't
anyone
that
can
what Bill
learn.
Withers did?
Bill Withers, I think, hit it at like 46 or something like that. Or
Someone told me something like that.
And there's an airplane, so. Okay, well, we're going to take another break, and we will come back, and you guys are going to watch the band play live. So thanks for watching The Red Booth with Sunday at Noon. Welcome back to The Red Booth Show. We are here with the band Sunday at Noon. What song are you going to play for us?
We're gonna play Thunder.
Okay, awesome. Here we go, guys.
Shiver. I'm cold as ice, girl, like the winter. Yeah, you turn on high. You cut your cord off the ringer. Yeah. Why won't you touch me? I'm so touch you, I wish you touched me too. Baby, one day I'll pick up the phone and we'll talk it through. I'm sick and tired of finding ways to get cut myself, baby, I'm a getter. Like a homemade dog. Cardiac arrest, I'm a put it all. Tell me what you want, I can have. 'Cause I'm not that bad. So you love all the takes for that. I sit under. Can you feel beneath the thunder? Thunder, dials home. Don't call back, I throw my phone under. No, hit it, honey, honey, hit it, honey, honey, hit it, honey, hit it.
This next song is called Mad, and it goes like this.
It's a six-pack with nothing on the inside. Very good looking, baby, you're so nice. Touches like the devil, talks like a saint. Say friends about him, baby, it's so fake. Call me rubber when it's still time. Yeah, I mean, it's a set behind. Tell my love, baby, oh, I'm bad. Who's that kid smooth talking good? Attitude's got a swing and it's a real cut. Think I'm super like I just forgive you. Can't drag me around, baby, I'm big news. Call me around, it's your time. Yeah, I'm a step behind. Tell my girl, baby, oh, I'm bad. tell mom good, baby, you know I'm back. Here we go. Thank you.
So, hey Tony, how's it going?
Going well. How are you, Kim?
It's good. I'm glad to have you on the show again.
It's always a pleasure, never a chore.
Well, I get to hear about all the upcoming movies from Tony, who, in case you didn't know, is an amazing movie buff and watches like every movie.
That's right.
That comes out.
Can I tell you some cool news real quick?
Yes, yes.
Tony the Movie Guy is now in the top 10 on TVM Film for podcasts on iTunes.
Awesome!
Yeah, we actually got all the way up to the top 3, which is really cool. That's out
Amazing.
of thousands of podcasts, so that's my shameless plug.
That's his full-length podcast where you can go and hear him talk with all sorts of other guests as well about movies that are coming out
That's right.
and things like that. So, yes.
Good, so now, as always, on the Red Booth, I'm going to tell you about the films coming out in the first week of October. So we've got we're going into like Oscar season, but we've still got one or two of like the last kind of box office hits. Venom with Tom Hardy comes out October 5th.
Oh, I love Tom Hardy.
Look, I love Venom, the character. That's like the anti-Spider-Man, you know, and I love Tom Hardy. The trailers have been very hit and miss. We'll see.
How could you say that?
Well, trust me, I'm a comic book nerd, so I love the character and I love Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the trailer, the movie. It was going to be a hard R-rated, kind of like Deadpool. Now it's PG-13. The trailers they've just been a bit lackluster. I'm holding out for it. We'll find out next week. I would look, if you want one more of those like action superhero movies, check out Venom. And Tom Hardy, I mean, come on, he's an awesome actor.
Yes.
So that's coming out. And then A Star is Born. This is the third time this classic tale has been remade. And this is with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. And Bradley Cooper is directing the film, and it's had huge buzz at all the film festivals and stuff. So I'm actually interested to see it, because she did some acting in American Horror Story on the TV show, and she was actually quite good. So apparently it's getting Oscar buzz. So that's A Star is Born. That's coming out. That's like a mature kind of drama to see in the theater.
And Bradley Cooper's directing.
He's directing it and starring in it.
That's no easy thing to do.
Yeah, so in the 70s, Chris Christopherson played his role, and I think it was Bette Midler played Lady Gaga's role.
Wow.
And this is a film that's been remade several times. It's like a very classic Hollywood story.
Yeah.
But that's definitely one to check out.
Cool.
And then on Blu-ray and DVD, we have Sicario 2, The Day of the Soldado. Remember, I reviewed that a few months ago.
Yeah.
Already out now on iTunes, on demand, Blu-ray, DVD. Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin. It looks pretty kick-ass.
That looks awesome.
And then I was going to plug two other things real quick, because we've been talking about TV. There's so many incredible TV shows these days.
I know. They're like even better than some movies, to be
right.
honest.
That's right. So I am Tony the Movie Guy, but I'm just going to tell you about two to check out. Number one, Jack Ryan. It's been out a few weeks on Amazon Prime now, but I have to plug it because it's so binge-worthy. John Krasinski as Jack Ryan. It's just a kick-ass, I'm British, or kick-ass for you Americans, like spy action TV show. It's really good. And then Maniac, which is a limited series on Netflix with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone.
Right.
It's like a mind-bending science fiction romance. It looks very trippy, but that's streaming on Netflix right now. So you should check those out too.
Well, thanks so much, Tony. I really appreciate you being here and telling everybody the latest scoop on new movies and releases.
It's my passion. See you guys next time.